Hey everybody, Canada Graphs here. This is a set report for Superman and Lois, episode 11, season 1. This was filmed a few weeks ago in the downtown Eastside of Vancouver. Most of what you're going to see in this clip is from the back. There is a scene later in the clip where we actually do see him turn around for a moment, but I kept thinking they were going to do... There was a full scene they did where he's facing off against this villain that you can just at times sort of see in the left-hand side there, but he would always get up, face him, and then eventually he would turn around in the scene. But all the times I kept recording it were takes where they didn't do the full scene very often, so I kept missing most of that. I was mostly just getting the part where he gets up off the ground, which does get frustrating. I mean, when you think you're ready for something and you get ready for it, and then they don't do the whole scene, which is how like filming is done. They rarely do the whole scene all in one shot. They sometimes will do that, but then they will do chops of it. They'll do like a few seconds of the scene here, a few seconds of the scene there, a few seconds of the scene here to get different angles or get a close-up. And at this particular time, they apparently were doing just a part where he's getting up off the ground, and I kept waiting for them to do a take. I was kind of like, you know, sooner or later they're going to do a take where he just gets up and does the turnaround part of the scene too. Usually happens, you know, if you follow enough takes, usually a couple of the times they'll just let it play out a few seconds longer, just because maybe there's a little something they wanted or didn't get, and they'll just play through it for a few more seconds. And in this particular instance, that was what was happening here, and I kept trying to get the take I wanted, and it just wasn't working out. But anyways, enough talking about the technicalities. So mostly what you had here, you have a villain that's off to the far left. Sometimes you'll see him in the frame, sometimes you won't, and Superman is there standing confronting him, and behind him that you also can't see in frame is Lois Lane. Sometimes maybe, can you see her from that angle? Can't really see, maybe not. But she is there. Yeah, actually she's there. She's playing with her hair right now. So, Bitsie Tulloch, Lois Lane, is also on set there. It's not just Tyler Hoechlin in his Superman suit. So, sometimes you'll see a scene where, like I said, when they do the regular take, he'll turn around and ask Lois in the scene, "Are you okay?" or something along those lines. There was some other dialogue that happened, but I didn't get any clips of that. As you can see, there was a lot of traffic in my way. I had to cut a lot of little chunks out because traffic. And then after a few takes, they put these 3 extras right in my view, so my view is even a little impeded by them. And you can see like the camera, it does like this super close-up of him, and then it pulls back a little bit. You know, that's to give the like, hey, look who's here look when you're looking at it on screen. And yeah, he has to stand there looking that still that whole time while the camera just like takes it all in. I don't know why they don't get it in the first couple of seconds, but you know, TV is however it is. As I told you, lots of vehicles passing by. It was, you know, that's frequently like 75% of my annoyance is usually vehicles passing by, because I'm like, where those 3 stand-ins are standing, there he is turning around in the scene, as I said he would do. And he asks Lois if she's okay. That was the only take they did of that I had the camera running. Anyways, that is it for this thing, but I will have some more coming up soon. I got more coming up like right after this set of photos, but here are some photos. There's Bitsie Tulloch getting her hair done on that day. Here's that mystery guy in his full wardrobe. Here he is with his helmet off, simulating his action with Superman in the front. There you see Superman looking over his shoulder while that guy's just standing there. There's lots more obviously in my blog that'll be linked in the description, but here he is. That's Bitsie and Tyler in the same scene. There's a better look at the suit in sitting still, and there's another shot of it, and here's some more video coming up from the second day of shooting. Hey everybody, Canada Graphs here, and this will be a set report for Superman and Lois, episode 11 of season 1. This was filmed a few weeks ago in downtown Vancouver. And this is Tyler Hoechlin on set as Clark Kent, and you can see him getting out of a telephone booth. And I mean, if you've been around in 2021, you know there's not a lot of telephone booths around anymore. So the thing about this is these are supposed to be flashback scenes. I have a little more info on the scene in my blog post, which I will post in the description below. But here he is going through rehearsals. This actress that you see with the things in her hair is supposed to have a brief conversation with them. I don't know what the conversation is about. I never got close enough to really know that detail, but he comes out of the phone booth. You can see him like pretending to button up his shirt as if he's just coming back from being Superman. And here he is now doing the scene. You can tell because he doesn't have the face mask on anymore, and the camera is there. Eventually he does the scene. Come on Tyler, you can come on out. Alright, there we go. So you see people are running by looking up in the air, and he asks this lady, he's like, what's going on? Where's everyone going? And she's explaining to him. I don't know what it is that's happening, but you can see he's got a look of concern on his face, like, do I need to unbutton my shirt again? Like, I just got this thing buttoned up. And that's the end of the scene. There was another scene that they did earlier where he runs down the alley and does the fake shirt rip thing and jumps in the air, but I didn't get any video of that, so I didn't add it into the package. Here he is walking along the streets of apparently Metropolis, and he looks lost. He looks like he doesn't know where he's going or what he's doing. At one point it looks like he stops to ask someone for directions, and they just like ghost him, and he's like, yeah, well, people in Metropolis maybe not friendly. And he just looks confused, you know, looks very lost. They did this scene for a while. I don't know how many takes they did of it, but it seemed to go on forever. There's some scenes sometimes where they do like 5 takes and are done, and you're like, okay, that was easy. And then there's other times where, like this, I don't know how many takes they did this day, but it seemed like they spent a lot of time on this one scene. And then later they did this one last scene where him and Bitsie Tulloch as Lois Lane do a scene together, and you can see they're pretending to have coffees, and she's got her little notepad in her hand, so she's like coming from her work, probably at the Daily Planet, I'm guessing, or going to one or the other, and he's walking along with her. I don't know if he's working there yet at this time because he's not carrying any type of notepad, and they do seem to be engaging in almost like you know, first interactions, getting to know each other thing. So I think this is all supposed to be like maybe their first times really meeting. There wasn't much to the scene. That they literally are walking along, talking, having coffee. But I think the idea that they're doing this scene is supposed to kind of be their first time really meeting, or maybe hanging out. Maybe this is a first date, I don't know. But I get the impression between this and those other scenes I shot that were in the last update video I did, I'm guessing this whole episode is going to be mostly flashback based, and that will be all there really is for this. There was these are the only scenes that there were for that day, so that's it for this video. I will hopefully have more soon. Currently I don't have another Superman and Lois set to edit. This is the last one at this point, but they do still have a couple months left to film. Thanks. And the scenes from the second day, there's Tyler walking back from doing one of the takes. Here he is standing in the phone booth while they're preparing to shoot, just going over what the scene will be and all that. Here he is now coming out of the booth. You can see him pretending to be buttoning up his shirt as if he just changed in the phone booth. Here he is listening to that lady, trying to find out what exactly is going on so that he knows what to do. Here he is looking up in the sky. I wonder if he sees a bird or is it a plane? Wonder what it could be. Here he is, that scene where he's walking around looking lost on the street. Here's photos with him and Bitsie about to do their scene as Clark and Lois, and this is them looking up in the sky at, I don't know what, could be a bird, could be a plane, who knows. And that's it for this set. Hopefully I'll have some more for Superman and Lois soon, but at the moment this is the last set that I currently have in my catalog. So talk to you later. Thanks for checking it out. Bye.